ज्योति जगा लो होगा दूर अंधेरा ओम शांति ओम शांति ओम शांति। Om Shanti. Good morning. आज बहुत स्पेशल डे है. कौन सा स्पेशल डे है ममता दीदी? हाँ, दादी जी कितने प्यार से कहा करते थे. याद करो दादी प्रकाश मणि कितने प्यार से करे.
Om Shanti.
आ रहा है.
Good morning.
बाबा आ रहा है.
So,
कितना दादी प्यार से
Dadi ji used to always say that today Baba is coming. Like she used to be very happy
आज
and get
बाबा
lost in that bliss.
और बाबा बच्चों को कहते बच्चे रूहानी महफिल सजाने तुम भी दौड़ दौड़ के आ जाओ.
Baba says that you children also come to decorate this spiritual gathering.
दूसरी एक और भी स्पेशल डेट है. आज है 15 दिसंबर. राखी भाई आपको पता है?
Today is 15th December.
15 दिसंबर
Raki brother, do you remember?
प्यारे ब्रह्मा बाबा
Today is Brahma Baba's Laukik.
बाबू का बर्थडे.
Today is Brahma Baba's Laukik birthday.
आज 149 years 149 दिन. अगला साल 150 होगा.
So this is 149th birthday.
संपन्न होते हैं और 1876
So Baba's Laukik date of birth was 15th December 1876.
क्या कमाल है. कितनी बड़ी वंशावली ब्रह्मा बाबा ने बना ली.
So what a
शान बाबा ने क्रिएट कर लिया.
amazing thing is Brahma Baba has created such a big creation
तो दिया. अपने जीवन को भी तो बदला. उसका कहना तो माना.
because Brahma Baba heard whatever Shiv Baba said and his life was transformed.
फिर आज मुरली भी बहुत स्पेशल दी है.
And in today's Murli also Baba says
हम बच्चों के लिए रोज की मुरली अच्छी होती है. ऐसी तो बात नहीं.
so it's quite common that every day's Murli gives you very good points.
बाबा ने गॉडली स्टूडेंट लाइफ इज द बेस्ट. पक्की बात.
Where Baba
पक्की बात.
says that godly student life is the best life.
उस
So is
godly
that
student life में
firm?
क्या होना चाहिए?
What should be there in that life?
विद्यार्थी जीवन की निशानी एक बताओ.
What is the sign of a student life?
प्रसिद्ध निशानी है.
That's the most famous one.
गोकुल भाई.
Gokul brother.
विद्यार्थी जीवन की प्रसिद्ध निशानी.
That's the very well-known aspect of a student life.
हम सब ने विद्यार्थी जीवन जिया.
Of course, we all have led that life,
अभी भी तो हम विद्यार्थी हैं ना.
and we are, of course, now also students.
एक चीज है जो विद्यार्थियों के साथ ही लगती है.
That's always relevant to the student life.
डिसिप्लिन.
That is discipline.
डिसिप्लिन. विद्यार्थियों से डिसिप्लिन अपेक्षित होता है. सत्संगियों से नहीं होता है.
You can't expect from the members of the gathering.
सत्संगियों से नहीं होता. लेकिन जहाँ विद्यार्थी कहाँ
So where student is there,
डिसिप्लिन.
there comes the discipline.
बाबा आज कहते हैं
Baba says
तुम्हें अपने साथ स्ट्रिक्ट रहना है.
you must be strict with yourself.
स्ट्रिक्ट का अर्थ ये नहीं है
Strict doesn't mean
सजा देनी है,
you have to punish yourself.
करना है.
You have to criticize yourself. No.
स्ट्रिक्टनेस से बाबा का भावार्थ है कि जो बच्चे नियम मर्यादा
Baba just
डिसिप्लिन है
means that
फॉलो करो.
you just have to follow the godly disciplines and the rules.
विद्यार्थी जीवन के लौकिक रूप से भी 5 प्रमुख लक्षण बताते हैं.
So in a student's life, always these 5 aspects are noticed.
तो उसकी कहानी बचपन में हम सब ने पढ़ी है.
So we have always read that story.
घड़े के अंदर थोड़ा सा था, वो आके कंकड़ डालता गया, पानी की लेवल ऊपर आ गया.
Because a crow comes and
अर्थात कभी
searches for water.
नहीं हारो.
So the crow just starts putting stones into that pot so that the water starts emerging towards upsides.
दूसरा
So
बिल्कुल
the
ध्यान
one thing we have to understand from that
जैसे
crow's
बगुला
activity,
होता है
that
ना,
you shouldn't lose the courage, just keep taking
ध्यान से
slow
सुनता है,
and
एकदम
small steps.
कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड रहता है, मछली आती तो चोंच मारता है, तो वकुल
Even a
ध्यान
stroke, what does it do?
दूसरा
So it just
कंसंट्रेशन
focuses on its prey.
हमें
So we
अपने
must be focused
विद्यार्थी
towards our
जीवन
study
में
and
जो
goal.
हमारा लक्ष्य
And
है
what's our
उस
goal?
पर
We must
फुल
be full focused.
फोकस
We must have
और
that complete
कंसंट्रेशन।
focus and concentration towards that goal.
तीसरा
The third one,
श्वान निद्रा। श्वान निद्रा अर्थात
the term,
जैसे कुत्ता होता है ना,
this term is in Hindi, that is
ऐसे
Shwan
नहीं
Nidra,
सोया
which
रहता,
means
जरा सी आवाज
a
होगी
dog is always alert,
तो
though the
नींद
dog
आता है।
sleeps.
तो
It gets,
विद्यार्थी जीवन
the
में
dog becomes active
नींद
even with
बड़ी
a little trace of
विजयकारी
some
चीज है।
noise.
चौथी बात
And the fourth one,
अल्पाहारी,
which means
आहार
our
ज्यादा नहीं,
consumption should be very little. Food consumption should be little.
दो चीज कही जाती दुनिया में,
Two
जितनी
things are
बढ़ा लो
said.
बढ़ जाएगी, जितनी घटा लो घट जाएगी, वो है नींद और
The food and sleep are compared with two things, that is, you can just increase how much ever you want, or you can also decrease how much ever you want.
गृह त्यागी से अभिप्राय
And
ये नहीं है कि हम कोई अपना घर
and the
छोड़
next
देंगे,
one is
लेकिन
renouncing
गृहस्थी से
the household
संबंधित जो बातें
activities.
होती हैं,
So it doesn't mean that you have to leave the physical place. It's about renouncing the limited
और
traits
भी
or the
गृहस्थियों की बातें होती हैं,
all the
दुनियावी बातें,
activities of the world or household nature. You must renounce such things.
ये 5 लक्षण बताए।
These 5 things are
बाबा ने आज
in.
एक ऐसा विद्यार्थी
So Baba has,
जो बहुत अच्छा चलता था,
Baba just takes an example.
महारथी था,
A student was a Maharathi, his life was very good.
कहीं न कहीं संग के रंग में आकर या कोई मर्यादा का उल्लंघन
By being influenced by the company, by breaking the rules.
करके अपनी अवस्था को बिगाड़ लिया है।
So such a Maharathi has completely destroyed that status.
कि बच्चे कभी भी
You should never be influenced by Maya,
मायावी बातों को
or you shouldn't even pay attention to words
जो आपकी नहीं है,
which is not relevant to you.
कब्रिस्तानी है, कब्रिस्तानी बातों को
Baba says
महत्व
the
नहीं
things of the land of death or the graveyard. Baba says the things which disturb your state of mind, you shouldn't even bother about such things.
मीठे बच्चे,
So let's listen to Baba's Murli. The date is 15th December 2025.
सुन रहे हैं ना?
So all sweet children, are you listening?
मीठे बच्चे, तुम अभी रूहानी बाप द्वारा
Sweet children,
रूहानी ड्रिल
sweet children, you are now learning spiritual drill from the spiritual father.
ड्रिल से
Through this drill, you will go to the land of liberation and the land of silence.
धाम चले जाएंगे। प्रश्न पूछा गया है,
Question:
बाप
the father inspires you to make effort, but which aspect should you remain very strict about?
बच्चों को किस बात में बहुत स्ट्रिक्ट रहना चाहिए? उत्तर है,
Answer:
पुरानी दुनिया को आग
before the old world is set on fire, you have to remain very strict about becoming ready by considering yourselves to be souls,
की याद में
staying in remembrance of the father and claiming your full inheritance.
पूरा वर्षा लेने में बहुत स्ट्रिक्ट रहना है। एक सेंटेंस में
In one version,
6 बातें हैं।
there are some 6-7 aspects. which are
पुरानी
covered.
दुनिया समझना है,
Baba says we have to realize that
पुरानी
before the
दुनिया जाने
old
वाली
world
है,
gets
ये भी
destroyed,
समझना है।
and we have to realize that it's
जाने से
destined,
पहले
it's
स्वयं को
certain.
तैयार
So
करना है,
before that happens, we have to make
मन
ourselves
को
ready.
आत्मा समझना है,
We have to consider
बाबा
ourselves
को
to be
याद
souls,
करना
and
है
then remember the
और
Father,
पूरा
then
पूरा
remember
हिस्सा
Baba,
लेना है।
then claim the complete inheritance.
इसके लिए स्ट्रिक्ट रहना है। सात
So,
सात बातें सात।
so
एक
many things
चलिए
have been
भगवान
covered.
की वाणी की
This is the
करामात।
splendor
ऐसे
of
हमने
God's
कहा
Murli.
इतनी सार गर्भित एक सेंटेंस में
So just
सारी पढ़ाई।
all these aspects, all these
नापास
important
नहीं होना
aspects
है।
have been covered in one essence.
जैसे वह स्टूडेंट
So when students fail, they repent a great deal because they feel that they have wasted their whole year.
वर्ष मुफ्त में चला गया। कोई तो कहते
Some say, what does it matter if I haven't studied?
भी तो होते हैं ना,
There are some careless students.
लेकिन तुम्हें बहुत
However, you do have to remain very strict.
टीचर ऐसा
The
न
teacher shouldn't have to say to you, it's too late.
ओम शांति।
Om Shanti.
रूहानी बाप
The spiritual father gives you spiritual children directions in this spiritual school.
शाला में डायरेक्शन देते हैं, वह ऐसे
Or it can be said that he teaches you children drill.
सिखलाते हैं। जैसे
Just as teachers give directions and teach drill,
सिखलाते हैं ना, ये रूहानी
this spiritual father also tells you directly.
डायरेक्ट कहते हैं। क्या कहते हैं?
What does he tell you?
मन मना
That is man manabhav.
जैसे वो
Just as they say, attention please,
प्लीज, बाप के
the father also says man manabhav.
ये जैसे हर
This
एक
is like each one of you being merciful to yourself.
बाप कहते हैं
Father says, children constantly remember me alone and become bodiless.
बन जाओ। यह रूहानी ड्रिल
Only the spiritual father teaches you spirits this spiritual drill.
वह है
He is the supreme teacher and you are assistant teachers.
निर्मला दीदी
Nirmala sister, can you say?
नायब टीचर, वो है
So he is the supreme teacher and you are assistant teachers.
तुम भी
You also tell everyone, consider yourself to be a soul and remember the Father.
बाप
May you be soul conscious.
देही
This is also the meaning of one manabhav.
मन मना भव का
He gives directions for the benefit of the children.
बच्चों के कल्याण के लिए खुद किससे सीखा?
He himself hasn't studied with anyone.
सब टीचर्स खुद सीख कर फिर सिखलाते हैं
All of the teachers learn from someone and then teach others.
और टीचर तो सीख के
Because all other teachers just learn and then teach. But Baba has not studied anywhere.
ये सिर्फ सिखलाते ही हैं।
Baba just teaches you. He says, I teach you spirits, spiritual drill.
वो सब जिस
All others teach physical drill to the physical children.
सिखलाते हैं उनको ड्रिल
They have to perform that drill with the physical bodies.
इसमें तो शरीर
Here, there is no question of a body.
बाप कहते मेरा
The father says, I don't have a body.
मैं तो ड्रिल
I simply teach you drill and give you directions.
उनमें ड्रिल सिखलाने
According to the Brahma plan, he has part recorded in him of teaching this drill.
सर्विस भरी हुई है
This service is recorded in him.
ड्रिल सिखलाने
He just comes to teach the drill.
तमो प्रधान
You have to change from Tamo Pradhan to Sato Pradhan.
ये तो बहुत सहज है
It's very easy.
डिफिकल्ट सब
You have the ladder in your.
बहुत सहज है
Baba says the most difficult thing as easy because when we start thinking difficult, it's difficult.
तमो प्रधान से
So Baba says to change from Tamo Pradhan to Sato Pradhan is easy.
शनय शनय बनते हैं धीरे धीरे बनते हैं लेकिन बाबा ने कहा बच्चे ये सहज है।
Baba said, Baba didn't
सहज
say
तो
it
हमारे
takes time
कॉन्शियसनेस में आता है, ये सहज है, हम कर
because
सकते
Baba
हैं।
always wants to
सीढ़ी
create
उतरते
that
हैं, कैसे
uh,
84 का चक्कर लगाए
consciousness.
नीचे उतरे हैं।
So you have the ladder
तब
in your
आपको
intellect. So you know how you went around the cycle of 84 births and you came down. The
ऐसे
father says,
और
you now have
कोई
to return
भी
home.
अपने
No one else would
फॉलोअर्स को
say to
या
his
स्टूडेंट्स
followers or
को नहीं
students,
कहेंगे
oh
कि
spiritual children, you
आगे
now have to
तो
return home.
वापस जाना है। ऐसे और
No one
कोई था
except the spiritual
सिवाय
father can
तुम्हारे
explain
बाप
this.
के कोई समझा ना सके। बच्चे समझते हैं
You children understand
अभी
that you have
हमको
to return home.
वापस जाना है। ये दुनिया ही अब
This
तमो
world is
प्रधान
now
है।
Tamo Pradhan.
हम
We
सतो
were the masters
प्रधान
of the
दुनिया
Sato
के
Pradhan
राजा
world.
थे।
And now,
फिर
having gone through
84
the
का चक्कर
cycle of
लगाए
84 births,
तमो
we have become
प्रधान
the masters
दुनिया
of the
के
Tamo
बादल
Pradhan
बने
world.
हैं। यहाँ
There is
दुख
nothing but
ही
sorrow here.
दुख है। बाप को कहते हैं
The Father is called the remover of sorrow and the bestower of happiness.
अर्थात
That is,
तमो
it is only the
प्रधान
one
से
Father who
सतो
makes Tamo
प्रधान
Pradhan
बनाने
ones
वाला
into Sato
एक
Pradhan.
ही बाप है। तुम बच्चे
You
समझते
children
हो
understand that
हमने
you
बहुत
experienced a
सुख
lot of
देखे
happiness.
हैं। कैसे
You don't
राजाई
remember
थी
how you ruled the
वो याद
kingdom,
नहीं
but
है।
your aim and objective is
एक
in front of
ऑब्जेक्ट
you.
सामने है, वो है ही फूलों का बगीचा।
That's the garden of
अभी
flowers,
हम
and we are now
कांटे
changing
से
from thorns into
फूल
flowers.
बन रहे हैं।
You
फिर
wouldn't
ऐसे
ask how to
है
develop
कि
faith.
कैसे निश्चय करें। अगर संशय है
If you
तो
have doubts,
विंशति,
you are led to destruction.
अगर संशय है तो बाबा कहते हैं विंशति। तुम ये नहीं कहेंगे हम कैसे निश्चय करें ना।
You can't ask how to
अब
develop
सुनो
faith.
क्या सीरियस बात आ रही है। स्कूल से
When you
पैर
step away from
उठाया तो
this school,
पढ़ाई
your study
बंद
stops,
हो
your
जाए।
status gets destroyed, and there is a great
पर
loss.
भी विंशति हो जाएगा। बहुत
Your
हल्का
status would
पढ़ते
become
हैं।
very low even among the
आजकल कभी
subjects.
कभी कहते हैं ना सेंटर पे जाने की
Sometimes we
जरूरत
say
है।
that there is no need to visit the
एक
center.
केस हमारे सामने आया, सेंटर पर जाने की जरूरत क्या है।
What's the need to
जैसे
visit
बहनें
the
मूवी
center?
सुनाती हैं आप घर बैठ के सुन सकते हो, ऐसे
Anyway,
करके
sisters are narrating the class, and we can listen at, we can sit at home
कितनी
and
अच्छी
just watch it
माता
on Zoom.
बांधेली थी, इतनी अच्छी। बस बाबा ने कल कहा
Baba
मेरी से
said
ही सुनो।
in last morning's
जब
Murli
औरों
that
से सुनते
you
हैं
should listen to the one,
चक्कर में खत्म की कमाई।
because when we listen the Murli through the instruments,
ये लेटेस्ट एक केस
uh, there is a great difference.
इसलिए बाबा जो हम बच्चों
So whatever Baba says,
जो बाबा कहता
what
है
Baba
हमको
says,
वो सुनना है।
we must listen to that.
बाबा ने कहा स्कूल में जाके पढ़ो।
Baba says today you go to school, that is, you
स्कूल
visit
जाना है,
centers,
सेंटर
listen in
पढ़ना
that
है।
atmosphere.
संग कहाँ से मिलेगा।
Where do you find the
सेंटर से
company?
मिलेगा।
You will find that good company
अकेले
from
घर
the
में बैठ
center.
के पढ़
If you
लोगे
just sit
एक तो
alone
नशा
and
चढ़
read,
जाना,
first of
पहले
all,
से
your
पढ़ लो
intoxication
मैं भी
disappears
किसी से कम नहीं। जब नशा
because your
चढ़
arrogance
जाएगा
increases
तो
with
कहीं
that.
तो निकलेगा आके। ये लेटेस्ट केस है, बहुत अच्छी बात।
This is the latest case of one of the mothers
मूल
who was
बात
very
ही
good
है
in the
सतो
study, but she stopped
प्रधान
coming.
पूज्य देवी देवता बनना। अभी तो
So the main
देवता
thing is to
नहीं
become
हो।
Sato Pradhan, worthy of worship
तो
deities.
ब्राह्मणों
You are
को
not
समझ
deities
आया,
now. You Brahmins have
ब्राह्मण
now
ही
received
आकर
understanding.
बाप से
Only
ये
Brahmins
ड्रिल
come to the
सीखते
Father
हैं।
and study this drill.
अंदर में खुशी
Internally,
है।
you also have happiness.
ये पढ़ाई अच्छी लगती है
You
ना।
like the
अच्छी लगती
study.
है ना ये पढ़ाई।
So, do you like the study?
पढ़ाई अच्छी लगती है ना।
Yeah, everyone is raising their hands.
भगवान
God
भले
speaks.
उन्होंने श्री कृष्ण का नाम डाल
Although they have
परंतु
inserted
तुम
Sri Krishna's
समझते
name,
हो
you
श्री
understand that
कृष्ण
Sri
भी
Krishna
ये
didn't
ड्रिल
teach this
सीखे
drill.
नहीं है, ये तो बाप
The
सिखलाते हैं।
Father teaches this.
श्री कृष्ण की
He is teaching the Sri
आत्मा जो
Krishna's soul
एक
who has become
नाम
Tamo
को
Pradhan
धारण
while
करके
adopting
तमो
different names
प्रधान
and
बनी
forms.
है, उनको भी सिखलाते हैं। खुद
The Father
सीखते
never
हैं
learns this
और
himself.
सब कोई ना
Everyone
कोई से
else
सीखते
definitely
हैं।
learns from others or the
ये है ही
other.
सिखलाने वाला रूहानी बाप।
That one is the spiritual father who teaches you. He teaches you and then you teach others. You have become impure by taking 84 births and you have to become pure. For this, remember the spiritual father. On the path of devotion, you have been singing, O purifier. Even now, you can go anywhere and see how this is being done. You are Raj Rishis. You can go and travel anywhere. You don't have any bondage. You children have the faith that unlimited Father has come to serve you. How could the father take any fees from his children for this study?
बाप ही हमारा टीचर है, फीस थोड़ी लेगा. हाँ, आज बाबा का बर्थडे है.
Today is Baba's birthday.
बाबा से मिलन का दिन है.
Today is Baba's Milan.
बाबा तो आ रहा है.
Baba is coming.
बच्चे बाबा को क्या गिफ्ट देंगे?
And what gift do we children give him?
हर एक आज अपनी गिफ्ट तैयार करना.
So each one of us should plan a gift for Baba.
बाबा का बर्थडे भी है, बाबा का आना भी है.
Because it is Baba's birthday and Baba is coming, and what can we give to Baba? So you have to get ready, and that must be practical. Because when you listen to Baba's Murli, you just give that gift to Baba wholeheartedly. Baba will definitely accept. Because Baba just accepts whatever you give wholeheartedly. So Baba says, how could he take any fees from his children for the study? If a teacher's child is a student, he would teach him for free. So Baba says that one also teaches you for free. Don't think that you are giving something. Baba says those things, you don't give anything, because you are taking a lot in return. Baba says that people give donations and perform charity. Baba says, if Baba thinks, Baba can give you multiple return for the pennies or the pebbles that what we give Baba. If Baba wishes, he doesn't even accept even if you give something very valuable. So it depends upon our intentions, feelings and the regard with which we give. So Baba says people give charity and people give donations and perform charity because they feel that they will receive the return of that in the next birth, and they receive temporary happiness. Although they do receive something in the next birth, they receive it in a birth in which they descend. They continue to come down the ladder. Whatever you do now, it's going into the ascending stage. People speak about the fruit of karma, and souls receive the fruit of karma, and Lakshmi and Narayan also received the fruit of their karma. You receive the unlimited fruit from the unlimited Father. The other things, whatever we do on the path of devotion, that's indirectly. It's fixed in the drama. This too is in the predestined drama. You know that you will claim your inheritance from the unlimited Father after a cycle. The Father sits here and creates a school for us. The government has worldly schools, whereas you have been studying in many different ways for half the cycle. The Father is now teaching you in order to remove all your sorrow for 21 births. There, it's the kingdom. Everyone there is number-wise, just as all are number-wise here. You have kings, queens, and advisors and subjects, etc. And this is the old world. There will be very few people in the new world. There will be a lot of happiness there. You are now becoming masters of the world. Emperors and kings have been gone. They have been and they have gone. People celebrate with so much happiness. However, the father says they still have to fall down. Everyone has to fall down. The degrees of the deities also gradually decrease because the kingdom of Ravan doesn't exist there. There is nothing but happiness there. Here it's the kingdom of Ravan. Just as you ascend, you also fall down. Souls adopt various names and forms as they descend. According to the drama plan, souls have fallen and they have become Tamopradhan. Exactly as they did in the previous cycle, all the sorrow begins when they climb onto the pyre of lust. This is the extreme sorrow, and then there will be extreme happiness, and you are Rajarishis, and there is Hatha Yoga. Ask anyone whether they have the knowledge of the Creator or the beginning, middle, and end of the creation, and they will reply they don't. Only those who know can ask others. How could someone who doesn't know this ask anyone else? You know that now none of the rishis and munis were Trikaldarshi. The Father is making us Trikaldarshi. What did you understand? Baba has made us Trikaldarshi. This Baba, who was the master of the world, didn't have this knowledge. Even in this birth, he didn't have the knowledge until the age of 60. Even when the Father came, it was only gradually that he continued to speak a little of this knowledge at that time. Even though the intellects of many develop very firm faith, Maya continues to make them fall. Baba can't tell you their names, otherwise they could become disheartened. Baba receives all the news. Sometimes they keep bad company. Sometimes they keep the company of someone who has recently married and there is attraction. Then they say they can't stay without getting married. And what's the precaution which is taken in God's student's life? You shouldn't be in the company of someone who is married. Because the company influences you a lot. So Baba says, today you get influenced, you get spoiled with the company that is with mobile, because your intellect just gets destroyed. The wisdom gets finished. So they say that they can't stay without getting married. This is the response that we give Baba. So Baba says, the Maharati, who was a Maharati who used to go to class every day and who has even been to Madhuban several times, he was caught by Maya the alligator. Many such cases continue to take place. They aren't married as yet, but Maya has put them in her mouth. Baba says they haven't married, but Baba says Maya has put them in her mouth and slowly swallowing them. Baba says the Maya in the form of a woman pulls him. He has fallen into the mouth of the alligator, then gradually she will completely swallow him. Some make mistakes and there is mischief caused just on seeing someone. Baba says this is a very Baba has strictly denied the habit of looking at someone which will break the rules. We sometimes feel that it just happens. What will happen? That gradually starts creating its impact. So we must never be careless on whatever advices we receive. They also know that, they also understand that the soul also realizes. We also feel that that soul was very good. Now, poor child, he has fallen deep into the pit from up above. It would be said that child was very good. The poor helpless things is now finished. As soon as he becomes engaged, he dies. The father constantly writes to the children, may you constantly stay alive. Make sure that you aren't forcefully attacked by Maya. Some of these things are mentioned in the scriptures. The things of the present are remembered later. You must continue to inspire them to make effort. It shouldn't be that Maya, the alligator, swallows them. Maya catches hold of them in many different ways. The main one is this lust, the greatest enemy, of which you have to remain very cautious. You can see how the impure world is becoming pure. There is nothing to be confused about this. Simply considering yourselves to be souls and remembering the Father, all your sorrow will be removed. Only the Father is the purifier. That is the power of the yoga. Baba says the ancient Raj Yoga of Bharat is very well known. They believe that 3000 years before Christ there was paradise, so there definitely couldn't have been any other religions. There is such an easy aspect, yet they don't understand it. You know that the Father has now come once again to establish the kingdom. Shiv Baba also came 5000 years ago. He must definitely have given the same knowledge that he is giving now. The Father himself says, I come every cycle at the confluence age in an ordinary body to teach you Raj Yoga. You are Raj Rishis, you weren't that before. You have been staying with Baba ever since Baba came. You are studying. Baba has said twice this title. You are Raj Rishis. You weren't before. You have been staying with Baba ever since Baba came. You are studying and also doing service, physical service and subtle service. Where are teachers sitting? Of course, teachers always study and they do service. You have to do one kind of service at least on the path of devotion. We were just taking care of the temples or cleaning the doors or windows. Now we say, are we laborers to take care of such things? Why? It is the owner of the house and we, the members of the home, they always take care of everything. Because laborers always do whatever is said. Baba has set that routine. Now it has expanded. When we recall our childhood days, because after class we used to go to chop the vegetables. So how do you recall those days? Dadi Prakash Mani. So I used to tell Dadi, can you keep me occupied for 24 hours? Then Dadi said to me at that time, when you don't have any other service, just go and clean the kitchen. Because when we do such services, we feel the belongingness of the home. So we must always do the physical, the karma service also. Baba says the devotion now has come to an end and the knowledge has begun. I come to grant you salvation through this knowledge. It's in your intellects that the Baba is purifying you. The Father says, according to the drama I have shown, I have come to show you the path. The teacher is teaching you, and your aim and objective is in front of you, and this is the highest on high study. He continues to explain to you the things that he explained in the previous cycle. The drama continues to tick away, and everything that happens second by second will continue to repeat every 5,000 years. Days continue to pass by, and these thoughts don't enter the intellect of anyone. The gold and silver, copper, iron ages have now gone by, and they will repeat. The same things that passed in the previous cycle are now passing. Only a few more days remain. Those people speak of hundreds of thousands of years in comparison to that. You would say that only a few more hours remain. That too is fixed in the drama. When everything is set on fire, people will wake up at that time. At that time, it will be too late. So now the Father continues to inspire you to make effort. Children, now sit fully ready. You must be ready before the time comes to the closure. Teachers shouldn't have to tell that it's too late. Those who fail repent a great deal. They feel that they have wasted their whole year. Some say that, what does it matter if I don't study? You children must remain very strict. I will claim the full inheritance from the Father. Consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father. If there is any difficulty about this, you can ask the Father. This is the main thing. The Father has also told you 5,000 years ago, constantly remember me alone. I am the purifier. I am the Father of all. Sri Krishna is not the Father of all. You can give this knowledge to the worshippers of Shiva and Sri Krishna. If souls have never become the worthy of worship, then no matter how much you beat your heads, they don't understand. They are now atheists. People in the future may become theists. For instance, someone may get married and fall. They will again come and take this knowledge. However, the inheritance should much be reduced because he has the remembrance of someone else in his intellect. This is the most. We must never allow anyone, any bodily being, remembrance. Baba says it's very difficult to remove that. First, there is the remembrance of his wife, then of the children. There would be that pull even more to the wife than to his children because the remembrance has been there for a long time and the children come later. Then there is also the remembrance of friends, relatives, in-laws, and so on. First, there is the wife who has been the companion for a long time. It's the same thing here. You say you have been with the deities for a long time. In that case, you should also say that you have had the great deal of love for Shiv Baba for a long time. Because Baba had made us pure 5,000 years ago too, and Baba comes and protects us every cycle, and that's why he is called the remover of sorrow and the bestower of happiness. You have to have a very clear line. Ramesh brother, Baba has given us the hint. Baba used to call one soul with that title. Ram Shlok brother has read the Murli because his line of the intellect is very clear. Baba says you need to have a very clear line. Once in Kanpur, there was this family from the lawyer advocates, and his name was Vijay. And he is there now also. And Vijay brother, Baba used to tell that his line is clear. The Father says, whatever you see with your eyes, it's to be buried in the graveyard.
अभी तुम हो
You are now at the confluence age,
अमर
and the
लोक
land of
पाने आए।
immortality is going to come. We are now making effort to become the most elevated human beings, and this is the most
ये है
auspicious, elevated,
कल्याणकारी
benevolent confluence age.
पुरुषोत्तम संगम युग।
You can
अभी
see
अभी
what's happening
देखते
in the world
रहते हैं क्या
outside.
क्या हो रहा
The
है।
Father has
अब
come,
बाप आया
therefore, the
है,
old world has to be
पुरानी
destroyed.
दुनिया भी खत्म होने की है। आगे
As you
चल
make further
बहुतों को
progress,
ख्याल
many
में
will become
आएगा,
aware of this.
जरूर कोई
Someone
आया
who is
हुआ है
changing the
जो
world
दुनिया को
has
चेंज
definitely
करते
come,
हैं।
and that's the
बाबा जी
same
की एक
Mahabharat
आपको
war.
भावना आएगी कि जरूर कोई आया हुआ है,
Then the
भगवान
people of the
कहीं
world
पर आया हुआ
definitely
है,
get this
ये भावना
touching that God
आएगी।
has definitely come.
ये वही
And
महाभारत
that's
का
the same
है।
Mahabharat war,
तुम
and you are
भी
becoming very
इतने
sensible.
समझदार बने हो।
These
भाई
things have
समझदार
to be
बने हो
deeply
सभी?
churned. Have you
सभी
become
समझदार
sensible?
बने हो ना?
Is
कोमल भाई
everyone?
समझदार बने हैं ना?
Komal brother?
बताइए पीछे, समझदार बने हैं ना? समझदार बने तो क्या करना है?
What do you have to do if you
क्या
have become
करना है?
sensible?
बाबा ने बताया है।
Baba has
ये
said,
बड़ी मंथन करने की बातें हैं।
you mustn't
सुनो,
waste your breath even.
क्या करना है? समझदार बने हो तो क्या करना है? अपना श्वास व्यर्थ नहीं गंवाना है। ठीक है?
You know that with this knowledge, every breath becomes worthwhile.
नहीं गंवाएंगे। तुम जानते हो श्वास सफल होते हैं ज्ञान से। अच्छा, मीठे मीठे सिकी
Acha to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, father, and Bab Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to you, spiritual children, and we spiritual children also offer love, remembrance, and say good morning, Namaste to the mother, father, and Bab Dada.
नमस्ते। बोले ही नहीं आप लोग, बाबा को प्यार से जवाब दो। फिर से बोलेंगे,
Can we again greet the Father? We spiritual children offer love, remembrance, and say good morning to the Mother, Father, and Bab Dada.
धारणा के लिए
The first one, the essence for
माया
Dharna.
से
In order
बचने
to
के
remain
लिए
safe from Maya, be cautious about the company that you
संग
keep.
दोष से अपनी बहुत बहुत संभाल करनी है। अपनी लाइन क्लियर रखनी है।
Keep a very clear line.
श्वास व्यर्थ नहीं गंवानी है।
Don't waste your
ज्ञान
breath,
से
but make it worthwhile with this
सफल
knowledge.
करनी है। दूसरा,
Second, whatever time
जितना
you
समय
have,
मिले
whatever
योग
time
बल जमा करने के
it's
लिए
available,
रूहानी
practice performing
दृढ़ता
spiritual drill and
अभ्यास
accumulate the power of yoga.
अभी
Don't
कोई
create any
नए
bondages now.
वरदान नहीं बनाने। वरदान
Today's blessing.
बाप की
May you
छत्र
claim the degree
छाया
of a
के
destroyer of
अनुभव
obstacles
द्वारा
by experiencing being under
विघ्न
the Father's
विनाशक
canopy of
विघ्न
protection and
हरने
then
वाले
become an embodiment of
अनुभवी
experience.
मूरत भाव। बाप की छत्र छाया के अनुभव द्वारा
May you
विघ्न
claim the degree
विनाशक
of a destroyer of
विघ्न
obstacles
हरने
by
वाले
experiencing
अनुभवी
being under the
मूरत
Father's
भाव।
canopy of protection
जहाँ
and
बाप
thereby become
साथ
an
है,
embodiment of experience. When the
वहाँ
Father is
कोई
with you,
कुछ
no
भी
one can
कर
do
नहीं
anything to
सकता।
you.
ये
Yes,
अच्छी
a
तरह
big
से
round of applause.
अपन में भी विश्वास,
So we must
बाबा में
have
भी
this
विश्वास,
faith
जहाँ
and in
बाप
ourselves and
साथ है
Baba.
वहाँ
Where the
कोई
Father is
कुछ
with you,
भी
no one
कर
can do
नहीं
anything.
सकता। ये साथ
The
का
experience of
अनुभवी
his
छत्र
company
छाया
becomes
के
a canopy of protection.
बाप
Bab
दादा
Dada always protects
बच्चों
his
की
children anyways.
सदा रक्षा करते ही हैं। पेपर आते हैं
And test papers
आप
always
लोगों को
come to make you
अनुभवी बनाने के
experienced.
लिए। इसलिए
So always
सदैव
think that the
समझना
paper has
चाहिए
come in order
कि
for you to
पेपर
progress to the
क्लास
next
आगे
class.
बढ़ाने के लिए आ रहे हैं। लाठी भाई ठीक है ना?
Raju
है ना?
brother, is this
भाई
right?
पढ़ता जो पढ़ेगा वही तो एग्जाम
Those who
देगा।
studied, they will
जो
give the
पढ़ेगा नहीं
exam,
वो
and
एग्जाम
those
नहीं
who
क्या
haven't
देगा।
studied only what
आदत है भाई, ठीक
examinations
है?
they give.
हाँ? एग्जाम देना तो निशानी अच्छी है ना, फास्ट फास्ट।
So when you are faced with the test papers, it's a good sign
इससे
that you are
ही
studying.
सदा के लिए विघ्न विनाशक
So it is with this that you will claim the degree of the destroyer of obstacles and the blessing of being an embodiment of experience for all the time. If people now make a little noise or create an obstacle, they will gradually cool down.
धीरे धीरे ठंडे हो जाएंगे. कल बाबा की एक मुरली पढ़ रही थी मैं.
I was just reading Baba's Murli.
क्या जबरदस्त सहनशीलता की परिभाषा दी है.
What a fantastic definition of the power of tolerance was explained in that Murli. Baba said that
गेंद कर दे, बॉल.
those who make the situation which is as big as a mountain and make it as a ball, and that was the fantastic definition of the power of tolerance. And what's the it was a very secret that a big situation appears like nothing. Slogan: those who become cooperative at a time of the need, they receive multi-million fold return of the one. Those who are cooperative at the right time, they become. So we must become cooperative in Father's task at this time. Today's Avyak signal. Just as it has become it's become so easy to perform the actions of seeing, listening, and speaking. Similarly, experience the stage of being karmati, that is, use your power to pack up, to become one who is beyond any effect of action. One is the stage of being dependent on action. The other is the karmatit stage, that is the stage of having an authority over actions.
दूसरी है कर्मातीत अर्थात कर्म अधिकारी स्टेज.
So check that the royal activity of yourself, the self-sovereign soul, the conqueror of your physical organs, is working under your orders. We have to always check whether the kingdom of our subjects is under our control or not. Om Shanti. I request all the brothers and sisters to be seated.
हमारे बीच हिमाचल के पूर्व मुख्यमंत्री सुखराम जी पधारे हुए हैं.
We have
सभी से 5 मिनट
the minister from Himachal Pradesh,
और उसके साथ-साथ आज की दिनचर्या
and along with that we will listen to this day's program, and a few more announcements are there.
आज हमारा दिवस खुशियों से
This day is a day of to be filled with happiness and to fill our aprons with the blessings and to make us ourselves complete with Baba's drishti. And while imbibing those versions, let's become an embodiment of all those versions. So from now until Baba comes and until we have that sweet meeting with the Father, let's tie that bracelet of being in silence, of the mouth, verbal silence, and silence of the mind, and silencing or of the from the mobile also, keeping the mobile, that is, use it wherever it is required, else you have to just. So we must, because we must always ensure that this mobile doesn't become an obstacle in filling our aprons with Baba's blessings and Baba's powers. So we must always practice, let's be in that bodiless angelic form so that we will be able to experience that at evening Baba's Milan.
रहेगा
10 to 10:30 a.m. there is yoga, and 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. there is a class by respected Karuna brother,
विषय
and
है
the topic is
फॉलो फादर
follow father.
11:30 से 12:30
And
आशा
11:30 to
बहन जी का क्लास
12:30
रहेगा उनका
p.m. there is a
विषय
class
है
by respected Asha
विस्तार को
ji,
सार में लाने की विधि
the art
और
of
शाम को
bringing the
4
expansion
से
into essence.
5 योग
And for
रहेगा
evening 4 to 5 there
5
is
से
yoga, and
6
5 p.m.
सूरज
there
जी
is a
का
class by
क्लास
respected
रहेगा
Suraj brother.
अव्यक्त मिलन की विधि
And what's the
6
method of
से
having that
6:15 योग
Avyakt Milan?
रहेगा
And 6 to
6:15 बजे
6:15 there is
संदेशी
yoga,
बहन
and 6:15
शशि
the
बहन
trans
जी
messenger
आएंगी
sister
तब
Shashi Didi ji
नोट्स भी
comes
प्ले
and offers
करेंगी
book to
साथ
Baba.
साथ हम सभी भी
Then
पतन में
we
चलेंगे
will go to the
और
subtle region,
6:30 से
and
8 बजे तक
6:30 till
बाबा
8
दादा के अव्यक्त महावाक्य वीडियो से
Avyakt
सुनेंगे और
elevated
सुमिरन
versions will
भक्ति
be
करेंगे
heard through the
8
video.
बजे मधुरवाणी गृह
Then
में
8
गीत
p.m. there is a
होगा
song by Madhur
उसके
Vani team.
पश्चात
Post
मुन्नी
that
बहन जी
we will
संतोष
have
भाई
all the elder sisters, that is
करुणा
respected
भाई
Munni Didi ji
मृत्युंजय भाई
and
की
Santosh Didi
शुभकाम
ji and
में
Mrutyunjay brother and
शुभकामनाएं
Karuna brother.
सुनेंगे
We will
इसके
listen
लिए
all the
आप
good
सभी
wishes
की
and blessings
टोली
from all the
निकलेगी
elders.
टोली जो हॉल में खाते हैं उनसे अनुरोध है उसकी प्लास्टिक बैग्स के लिए बाहर डस्टबिन है उसका प्रयोग
There are
करेंगे
dustbins which are kept
हॉल
outside
में
the
नहीं
Diamond Hall
डालेंगे
gates.
और
You
कार्यक्रम के
can throw the
पश्चात
dustbin,
बाबा की याद के
trolley
बाद जो
wrapper or
हॉल
the
के
covers in
सेवाधारी
the
है
dustbins there.
और उनके साथ कुछ युवा भाई बहन जो सहयोग देना चाहते हैं हॉल की सफाई करके
So after
कुर्सियों को
Baba's Milan, if
यथासंभव
all the young
सही
brothers and
करेंगे
brothers
ताकि
especially
सभी
who can
बैठने
just
के
help in
लिए
rearranging the hall, you can
व्यवस्थित
just
हो जाए
be here.
इसके साथ ही साथ दोपहर को जब 12:30 बजे क्लास होगा आप सभी से अनुरोध है हॉल से तुरंत प्रस्थान करेंगे कि हॉल को फिर से स्वच्छ करके उनकी कुर्सियों को यथास्थान पर सेट किया जाएगा हॉल के दरवाजे 3:30 बजे खोलेंगे बहनों की तरफ से गेट नंबर 0 से सभी टीचर्स प्रवेश करेंगी 6 नंबर गेट से डबल विदेशी भाई बहन
0 number gate, all the VIP guests come, and double foreigners come from gate number 4.
प्रवेश कीजिएगा हॉल के सेवाधारी आपको मदद
And
करेंगे
all the sevadaris of this hall will assist you in your seating arrangements. On brother's side, 0 number gate, all the Madhuban residents and elder brothers will arrive through that gate.
करेंगे तो सहयोग देने के लिए आप सभी का बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया
And thank you well in advance for extending support during that time. When Baba's Murli just goes on during the evening time, you are requested not to clap,
तालियां क्या करेंगे
because during the time of clapping,
फिर भी क्या करते हैं
whatever versions which are being played at that time, those things get missed out.
ओम शांति
Om Shanti.
ओम शांति रेलवे ऑफिस से विशेष सूचना है
Om Shanti.
सभी भाई बहनें
All the sisters and brothers
टीचर्स अवश्य ध्यान दें
and teachers are requested
आपने
to pay
ट्रेन
attention.
टिकट अगर अन्य किसी स्टेशन
If your
से लिया
train
है
ticket is
और
booked
बैठना आबू रोड से
from any other station and you are boarding from Abu station,
अवश्य चेक करें अगर बोर्डिंग आबू रोड
if
नहीं
boarding
होगा,
station is not
तो
Abu,
आपको
then you are
आबू
not
रोड से
allowed
सीट नहीं
to
मिलेगी।
board the
उदयपुर
train
से
from Abu.
जाने वाले भी विशेष अपना बोर्डिंग चेक करें जिन किसी को भी कोई भी सामान
For
मोबाइल,
further information, you
पर्स,
can contact the railway
कैश,
department.
अन्य कोई भी सामान
In case you
मिलता
find
है,
anything
वो
which is
किसी
not
की
which doesn't
अमानत
belong to you, you
अपने
can
पास
just
नहीं
deposit
रखेंगे,
that
तुरंत
at
खोया
Lost and Found
पाया में
department,
जमा करें। खोया
which is
पाया
near the Anand Bhavan.
डायमंड हॉल भाइयों के तरफ 0 नंबर
The
गेट के
department is
सामने
just in
किसी
front of
का
the
भी
0
सामान
number
अपने
gate of the
पास
brother side
रखने
of the
से
Diamond Hall.
बोझ चढ़ेगा कुछ कैश मिला है, स्टेज के पीछे से ले, अपने सामान की संभाल स्वयं खुद करें। आबू दर्शन कार्यालय से विशेष सूचना, टीचर्स एवं
ओम
गाइड
शांति।
भाई बहनें,
सभी भाई बहनों से अनुरोध है, कृपया अपने स्थान पर बैठ जाइए। हमारे बीच में
टीचर्स एवं गाइड भाई बहनें ध्यान दें, आप जिन भाई बहनों को 16 या 17 तारीख को आबू दर्शन के लिए ले जाने वाले हैं,
All the teachers
उसका
who would like
आज
to
ही
plan a
सुबह
sightseeing
9
on
बजे से
16th or
दोपहर 12 बजे
17th,
के बीच
you have
आबू
to
दर्शन कार्यालय
visit
से जाने की बुकिंग कराने
the
तथा
Abu
जो
Darshan
भाई
office
बहनें
to book your
अपनी
vehicles.
पर्सनल गाड़ी से 16 या 17 तारीख को पांडव भवन में जाने वाले हैं,
And all
वो
those
भी
brothers and
वहाँ
sisters
की
who are using their own personal
पर्ची
vehicle and
आज
visit
ही
Panda Bhavan, but you
9
have to
बजे से
still
12 बजे के बीच आबू दर्शन
register your
कार्यालय से
details at Abu
अवश्य
Darshan
मिलें।
office.
यदि आप हृदय रोग, डायबिटीज,
If you have any heart issues or diabetic or any other, you are obese, if you have any other health issues,
9 बजे कॉन्फ्रेंस हॉल में पहुंचेंगे।
you can just visit conference hall where Dr. Satish Gupta will meet all of you.
आपको इनसे मुक्ति पाने के लिए कुछ
And he will give you the health tips in order to get rid from these
शांतिवन
diseases.
में आयोजित होने वाले 3D हेल्थ केयर केट प्रोग्राम में सम्मिलित होने
At the
के
same
लिए
time, you will be
जानकारी
informed about
देंगे।
the CAD program which is
सभी
happening
की
here.
सेंटर इंचार्ज बहनें और अकाउंट्स लिखने वाली
All the center teachers, the brothers and sisters who are handling the account activities of at centers, you are requested
2025 को सुबह 9:30 से
you are
11 बजे
requested
तक
to be at training center hall number 3 at 9:30 a.m. where the account training program is organized from respected Gokul brother.
भाई बहनें समय से पहले मीटिंग में अवश्य पहुंचे।
All of you are requested to be in time.
सभी सेवाधारी आज सारा दिन डायमंड हॉल में ही रहेंगे। ओम शांति।
ओम शांति। आज ये बहुत ही खुशी की बात है कि
It's a great day that we have
चौधरी जो कि पूर्व
Suram Chaudhary,
मिनिस्टर हिमाचल प्रदेश
who was
आप 4 बार विधायक रहे हैं, वर्तमान में
Minister of
विधायक हैं
Himachal Pradesh,
और 20 साल से बाबा के घर में आते जाते हैं।
and it's a good thing that he has been coming and visiting Baba's home,
आज वो प्रैक्टिकल बाबा के घर में
and he has come to Madhuban for the first time.
उनकी धर्म पत्नी तो बाबा के ज्ञान में चलती हैं।
His spouse has been in Baba's knowledge for a long time,
बहन जी आपका स्वागत कर रहे हैं।
and now Sharda Didi ji is welcoming the brother,
आप शिमला सेंटर पे भी कई बार आए हैं और पौंटा साहब
and he has been to Shimla Center a few times
खुद मैंने भी कई बार शिमला में आपको निमंत्रण दिया।
because I also had got a chance to invite you
आप सबके साथ
frequently.
शेयर करेंगे।
So
पहले प्लान में भी आप चीफ पार्लियामेंट सेक्रेटरी थे और फिर पावर मिनिस्टर बने।
he was a parliament secretary at parliament, then he had become the minister of power.
आदरणीय सुखराम चौधरी।
Now I request brother Sukaram Chaudhary ji to share his experience.
ओम शांति।
Om Shanti.
ओम शांति। आज मेरे जीवन का बहुत ही पवित्र और ऐतिहासिक दिन है।
It's a very pure day, and it's a day in the history where I got a chance to be here.
मुझे सुमन दीदी जी से बहुत प्रेरणा मिली है।
I received inspirations from Suman Didi ji.
ब्रह्म कुमारी आश्रम पौंटा साहब में जाता हूँ।
I visit Brahma Kumaris centers.
जब भी मैं चुनाव लड़ने के लिए जाता हूँ, ब्रह्म बाबा जी का भोग लगाकर
Because whenever I
मैदान में
enter,
चला जाता हूँ,
whenever I
पता नहीं
entered into the
लगता
political
किस तरह
field,
से हम
I
शुरू में हंसते हंसते
I
चुनाव में
always
जाकर जीत जाते हैं।
offer both to Brahma Baba and Shiv Baba. Then I take my role.
कुमारी आश्रम
Then I don't know how, while laughing, while
एक
having
ऐसी
fun, we
स्थान
just
है,
win.
पवित्र स्थान है।
Because this is such a pure land.
जब भी दिल में उदासीनता होती है,
Whenever
परेशानी होती
I
है,
feel any sad, I'm very sad.
आश्रम में जाकर
I always,
सारी जो दुविधाएं हैं दूर हो जाती हैं,
so all my confusions and everything just disappear when I visit center.
जो भोग मिलता है, खाना
And the
मिलता है, इतना
bhog that is
पवित्र होता है, उससे आत्मा भी
received
पवित्र
at
हो जाती है।
center, that makes the soul very pure.
दुनिया की जो चकचोंध है, उससे बचने के लिए
In order to be free from the world's chaos, I don't think we find any other place which is as pure as this Baba's Brahma Kumaris centers or Madhuban.
कि ब्रह्म बाबा जी के आशीर्वाद से
I always think that with the blessings of Brahma Baba, I have got a chance to serve the humanity.
हुआ है और मैं जो भी काम करता हूँ,
And whatever task I take, I always surrender that thing to Brahma Baba.
शुभ अवसर पर आज उनका जन्मदिन भी है, मैं उनको नमन
And it's an auspicious day that we are celebrating Brahma Baba's Laukik birthday as well. So I surrender my things and to him. And Om Shanti, thank you. Let's listen to the teachings of respected Dadi Gulzar ji.
दादी ने कहा
Dadi said, I'm going.
जा रही हूँ तो हमें
Then we remembered that day at Panda Bhavan
जब बाबा अव्यक्त हुआ था,
when Baba became Avyakt.
हम लोगों को फोन पहुंचा
We had received the phone call.
क्योंकि ये तो स्वप्न में भी नहीं था।
Since it was something we had never even imagined
अव्यक्त फरिश्ता बन
in
जाए।
our dreams, that Baba had become a subtle
हम लोग
angel.
शुरू से छोटे पन
Because
से
we had been with Baba since our
हमारा
childhood,
एक स्लोगन बना
we
हुआ।
had made a slogan to
तो
ourselves.
हम जब हमारा
When this body is to be left, it will be on this land of Madhuban.
होगा, बाबा मम्मा सामने
And Baba and Mama would be in front of us.
तन से निकले।
So then that moment the soul leaves the body. Om Shanti.